Hello everyone. Have you ever found yourself wondering, when exactly should I start thinking about my employment contract? Should I think about it before the contract is offered to me? And if so, how early is early? My name is Reddy, founding attorney of Reddy's law firm. In this series of short videos, I will lean on my training and experience in both the medical and legal fields to answer these questions. So, when should you start? Start early as you can. The problem many of us have is that we often wait till the offer letter or the contract is right in front of us to start thinking about what we really would like to have included in the contract. For instance, say if you just started your residency program or a 3-year employment contract, you might tend to think, I will wait till the last month and then think about it. And by then, your negotiating power is quite limited or non-existent. When you start early, you will actually be able to go back and forth in the contract negotiations and be able to bargain for more. If you are pressed for time, you might end up settling for less and be unhappy for the entire contract period. If you start early, if one contract negotiation takes a turn for the worse, and you realize it is just a bad fit for you, you have the time to go look for another offer. It is always advisable to have at least 2 or 3 offers, if not more, so that you have more negotiating power. Starting early also gives you the luxury to sit down and think about what it really is that you want in the contract and what items you want to negotiate on, such as geographic location for raising your children or a certain amount of salary that you would like to have. This way, you can even weed out the offers and get the right one that you want. If you wait for a recruiter to aid you in the last minute, well then, the recruiter takes a percentage of the share, and that could have gone to you with some early planning. Start at least a year before the contract expires so that you can begin the planning. But could you start before that? The answer is yes. If you start at the beginning of the residency program or the employment, you have more time to think about what it is that you are looking for in your next employment contract. For instance, if you are looking for a specific geographic location, maybe you could start making connections with employers or other physicians or colleagues in that area. When the time of seeking employment is near, they could point you to available job offers in that geographic location. Perhaps you want to join a group or a hospital. If you are a radiologist or a pathologist and you want to move to a rural area where there's only one job availability, you may want to get your name known to that hospital administration years in advance so that if a position becomes available, they think of you before they offer the job to someone else. What if you're a resident with immigration issues? You might want to start thinking about what immigration paperwork you have to apply for and if your future employer is willing to work with your immigration needs. What if you want to get a higher salary? And of course you do. If you start your research earlier, you can find out what the fair market value is and what others with similar qualifications are getting and which geographic location might offer you the most. If you wait for the last second, and even if you do find out which geographic location would pay you more, someone else might have beat you to it by contacting them earlier. The more time you have, the more research you can do and find out the right employer who will be willing to fulfill many of the criteria that you're looking for. So to recap, start thinking about it early. Please be on the lookout for my series of videos on contracts and various other topics such as health law and dispute resolution. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.